Hey, how y'all doing out there? How was your Friday? I already see the questions starting in chat. Let me know. Did you participate in the sale today? Was it for the cash? Was it for units? As you know, we covered it extensively. Maddie did a whole tier list, got that out as well. Make sure you go subscribe to his channel. I really had a lot of fun on call with him today. And it's funny because like it really often hits me on Fridays, and particularly a day like this where I covered MCoC a lot, hung out with you a lot, but it was not actually playing the game and hanging out with you. A lot of like advice giving and things like that. I found myself, and I'm just letting you know, like I finished editing tomorrow's video. I did the voiceover for Sunday's video. I like to try to prep ahead of time on the weekends, so that way I can kind of just more like hang out with my family and do those things, especially if I don't see like time to edit and things like just fit naturally into our schedule. And it's 3:45, so I guess it's not really late on Friday, but I'm done with work and all that, and I'm like, I just wanna play the game and hang out with you all, like, I just wanna play MCOC, like, I'm gonna do a variety of things, today. I would love to talk with you guys about life, MCOC, the sale, how you're feeling about stuff. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm quite a bit more upbeat the last couple of weeks, but, happy to talk about that. Literally, just, like, ask me anything, talk to you guys. O's fan, what's up, dude? So glad you're here. It's great for you to be here while I'm live too. I really like that. I always appreciate you watching on the playback and like genuinely interacting in the chat and stuff like that, asking questions and just chatting, especially because like you're in my alliance mate. You literally are on like the private portion of the Discord server, and you could do that there. But it really is, helpful on the YouTube algorithm. So thank you, buddy. Old man, easy. What's up, man? You were at the stream earlier today too. How you doing, bud? Kelton, what's up, dude? It's me, Darkhold. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here. Same, basically everything I just said to Oats fan. I appreciate you being here. Hicks, what's up, bud? Thanks for being here, man. It's cool to see you get sticking with the MCOC, man, and having a good time. Thanks for hanging out on the Discord server. Truth Comic, dude. Hope your voice is feeling better, man. I saw your post today. I really loved what you wrote there about like, I think anytime we just kind of remind everyone that like there's a lot of FOMO that's gonna go around, and I think as YouTubers, I don't know, we all have different opinions on it, but I appreciate how you use your platform, I think, to try to really help out community and the people that are watching your channel. I love it, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you for streaming for us. Yeah, and I gotta be honest, like, I get a lot out of this too. I enjoy the streaming. Like, this is gonna be a relatively short stream, the big scheme, but, I enjoy it. It's a fun way for me to cap off my Friday and that kinda stuff. Am I excited for Avengers Doomsday? I really am. I really am. I enjoyed the Fantastic Four, and I enjoyed excuse me, my voice is going. I realizing I recorded 2 videos today and I did a couple hour stream. It's hitting me. Um and it's so weird, dude. I love the movie. It had Red Guardian, it had Yelena Belova, it had Winter Soldier, it had The Void in it. Like, and I can never remember the name. I think because they changed the name is why I can't remember it. I keep wanting to call them the Untouchables, and it's not the Untouchables. It's ridiculous. It's you guys will just have to forgive me that I can't remember the name. I actually really enjoyed that movie. I think I saw it by myself. Sometimes I'll go see movies by myself. Not a ton of my like friends that live here in the city around me are that into video game or no, they're into video games, but not that much. And they're not into Marvel as much. And so sometimes I'll just go see those movies by myself, particularly because I want to see them like the night they come out. I don't want them spoiled for me or anything like that. So my wife didn't see it, and like I started to rewatch it myself to convince her because I thought it was a great movie. And I'm like, I don't know how great this movie is on rewatch. Like, it's not one of those. I think it was a great movie. I don't know how much of it is a fun rewatchable movie. Like a lot of like the Captain Americas, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't love them, but I'll rewatch them. Like they're a fun rewatch. And Thunderbolts, thank you, Truth. I think Thunderbolts is such a heavy topic that for me, I don't I don't know if I want to rewatch it. I want your guys' opinion on that because I thought it was a great movie, and I was glad Marvel made it. I'm excited for the characters, like the whole thing. Although I didn't love Red Guardian in it as much as I loved him in the first movie that he was in. So, but that's neither here nor there. Bus is my favorite recent Marvel movies. I thought it was phenomenal, but is it one that you would like? You're home by yourself, you just maybe you're gonna do some arena, I don't know, whatever you do. You're just relaxed and you're like, I want to see. You know what? I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts again. it doesn't scratch that itch for me at all. Despite absolutely loving it, and it is up there in one of my favorite Marvel movies of all time. You would watch it again? All right, cool. That's good to know. You think the MCU should be full on practical in the future? What do you mean? Like get out of like the space stuff and like magic? If that's what you're asking, no, not at all. It's comic book movies. Like I love my comic book stuff. Like I really enjoy it. Like I know we're now moving over to the other franchise, but I thought Superman was incredible. I thought Superman was absolutely incredible. I loved it. Uh, it's too personal a topic for me to with Nick. Maybe it's a little bit of that. It just kind of hit me in some ways, you know. It felt deep. Like I'm not sure. But thanks for bringing that up, pointing that out. I'm not talking about spending more about the feeling of opening presents. I know it's cool. It is funny. This is the I'm sure you know, most of you know, this is the first sale I've not participated in. No, that's not true. Kabama's done some sales where I think we all kind of agree, like, whoa, this is for a different kind of whale. Where I didn't participate in on them at all. But I think this is the first of like the big sales. Typically, that's what I go into. Like Silver Samurai, I didn't even get Silver Samurai. But this is one of the first like big kind of holiday-esque-ish ones that I've completely not spent a dime on. And it is funny. I have to say, like I was watching Grass live stream about an hour ago. I was editing down a video and working on thumbnails so I could kind of like pay attention to a stream while doing some stuff. And I did find myself FOMO is not the right word because it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, if what will happen? I won't be able to play the game. No, I didn't feel that way. It was more just I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like that looks fun. You know, like he was trying to choose between Kushala and Kindred on who to rank for. And you know, I voted in the poll and I wanted to participate in the chat. And I was like, you know, I promised you all that I wouldn't spend on the event, so I'm not. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back to my thumbnail here so that I just felt like the temptation coming up. I don't know how else to explain it. It wasn't crazy. It wasn't like addiction or something like that. I don't want to over dramatize it, but I did feel a little thing, you know, it was interesting. And Grass wasn't doing it. He was just playing the game. Like it wasn't like he was like, see how much fun this is? Like, no, he wasn't. It was all good. Uh, Hicks, it might be your younger brain, potentially, man. My brain's old, can't remember things, gets easily confused, you know. uh, you thought the MCU would be full and practical in the future. Again, I assume you mean like, you know, no space or whatever. I do think you know it's easy to look back and see like maybe what went wrong, per se. I do think they went into the multiverse stuff a little too much. Like even someone like me, where I think I watched all the shows. I didn't watch What If, but everything that felt like it was about like the continued timeline and all of that, I did watch. And even for me, it was getting a little like I'm struggling with the willing suspension of disbelief. I'm starting to be like, come on, you know. Um, and I think they run into trouble with some of these like cosmic heroes and villains in that like Captain Marvel, which I will say I actually liked Captain Marvel. It is a movie I will watch a lot. I actually found Captain Marvel and Nick Fury. Oh, looks like I'd already done a path of this, so that's cool. I found them to be like a cool, like it felt like a buddy cop movie. Like I found them funny. I found their chemistry funny. I found them funny together. Sorry, hold on. I tuned down my sound effects earlier today for the stream. Whoa, let's not go crazy there. Let's not. It is weird that my music looks like it's supposed to be. Why won't this just slide over? Why do we have to? No, that's too much. That might be just right. That might be Goldie. I think we Goldilocks it, folks. Let's see here. What do I want to actually do? What do I need to do? Oh, I should try to do that side quest. I was trying to do it on stream today and it wasn't going so well. Oh, Captain Marvel, right? So like, I really liked that. I liked what they were doing, but then, you know, there'd be issues where, and I hope they do kind of explain them more. They obviously went through quite a bit of it in, what was her movie with, Ms. Marvel and Photon? I can't remember what it was called. I actually kinda liked it. I thought it was a little, like, silly and whatever. It was fun. Um, but, like, she could, like, take on full ships, you know? And I think that starts to become it becomes tough to show on screen of this person's or this human or whatever you wanna call them, the superhero is outrageously powerful and yet can be defeated at some point. It's like, I don't know, much like our game here that we play, is how far is power creep going to go? So I don't know. Yeah. The Marvels, thank you. Hey, Luke, what's up, dude? Are you tapped out on revives for raid? This Terex is dumb. Oh, I took a break for the switch over. Let me see about that. I don't know if I want to do it on stream. No, I can focus up for a few minutes. What do I care? Truth, fun to watch with the fan. I skipped a ton of the shows, but if what if? Maybe I gotta go watch that. Um, Null made this fight so easy last week that I don't think I ever fully read the notes. I think I don't want to let him hit me, or if I remember correctly. And I want to bait SB once. I can't evade that apparently. Why? Did not mean to do that. I am not doing meaningful damage. Hmm. Pushing him red's probably a bad idea. If I die, I'll just come out. I use Ironheart for this deck. Yeah, I'm not enjoying this. Hey, what's up, Stig? How you doing, bud? Great MCU greatly scaled down the power of the Hulk too. Also, otherwise he's too strong. I think that's just stuff that like it fits in comic books, but like showing it at a movie, like even Galactus felt a little like, I don't know. I'm not sure how to put it. I think they were trying to show like the power of Invisible Woman, which I think is cool and I'm totally into. It just um and I did enjoy that movie. It's funny because some of the Marvel some of the like the YouTube channels I watch that cover um a lot of things like this. I'm not sure what you would want to call them, like superhero movies or what have you. They are now kind of like backtracking on the Fantastic Four and saying like they didn't think it was that great of a movie. And I'm like, I think you're overthinking it. Uh, I hate to sound, I actually hate this phrase. I think I hate this phrase because I don't like when it's used sometimes, but I actually like it in some ways. I'm like, I think it's not that deep. Like I think Fantastic Four was a really cool movie. Like I don't like I hear the complaints about it and they're like, oh, the third arc to the fifth arc to the ninth and then and I'm like, Okay, now you just sound like a film nerd. Like you're way overdoing this. Like there was tension, there was a climax. Some of the characters act they were like, we didn't see the characters grow, bro. And I'm like, I don't know. I thought I saw them grow. Like I don't know. I don't need to see the like every character go through some sort of transformative storyline. Sometimes I just want to see them beat the villain and be kind of smart and move on. Like I think that was kind of fun. Um, Savage Hulk is coming back in Spider-Man, brand new day. There's a lot of rumors about those things, man. So we'll see. Invisible Woman is the best female character I've seen in any type of movie in a while. Oh my God, Luke, like that is what's that called? That's called like it's not enticing. There's a word for this for what you've done here. I don't think you're doing it intentionally. But like you make a statement like that that will almost like require a response from someone who doesn't completely agree. Sorry, my family's doing some messaging. Why? Okay, now I have to think about this, man. See, here's the thing, Luke, is I thought Yelena in Thunderbolts, I think I liked it better. Like I truly do. Like, and that's just the one before. But Yelena Thunderbolt and Invisible Woman and Fantastic Four were very different, I think. No, it's not rage bait. Like I think like I've been accused of rage bait, and I was like, I guess I don't know what that means. Because if you think I'm trying to piss you off, that's not what I'm doing at all. And I don't think that's what Luke's doing. It's like it's called like it's not inciting. I'm not gonna remember the word, guys, but it's like you can often get more information out of a person by making a statement and seeing how they disagree or react to it than you can if you ask them the question directly. Like if you ask them the question directly, if you're like, here's an example. If you're like, how much money do you make? What's your salary? Most people, especially they don't know you, are just like, none of your business, man. You know. But if you're like, hey, so I read the other day, like the average salary in America is like $41,000 a year. Wow, that's crazy. And then you make some sort of statement about it. You're going to be able to start to gauge where the person is on that spectrum. I don't know, whatever. Not try. Oh, dude, look, I know you ain't trying. Luke's in my alliance. Luke ain't. I don't think Luke could rage bait if he wanted to. He just seems like the sweetest guy. Um, this man breaking out of CIA techniques. Did I make it that obvious? Let's see here. Where's the sun? Come back to me, sun. It's fading already? Well, that's not cool. I think I got away with one there. Get me out of this. Um, I'm clearly doing something wrong. I think I'm gonna have to read through the notes. I thought if either champion was in the sun, you could do the passive stun. He was very clearly in the sun, which means I don't know how she works all the way. We'll retry it. We'll do it one more time. If I can't get this on stream, I'll just do it later. It's fine. I see this is going so. This is exactly as planned, Maddie. Exactly as planned. The whole idea was to get you to show up and make that joke. But I gotta go. But I was, yeah. Have a great one, Hicks. Have a great weekend, buddy. If only you're in this. It's only if you're in the sun. Well, that just doesn't seem fair, man. But thank you. I appreciate it. There we go. Now I'm in the sun. That's how you get it. No! Why? Why? This is not the fun little hangout I wanted when you're going to root me for no reason, Kavam. Now we're in the sun. Now we're cooking. God, Kabam is trolling me right now. Jeez, I see why she's so good for this fight. That glancing mechanic is crazy. I really don't like that about Root. I don't mind Root in general. I don't like how it seems to handle placements after the route is over. Um, if anyone is smarter than me has figured out a reasoning or a clear like you know where the opponent is going to end up, I'd appreciate if you let me know. Okay, we'll give it one more go. We'll give it one more go. I found this fight so annoying. If it had Carolina, I would have raged. I have Carolina, and I don't think I could rage today. I think I'm just happy to be here. The guy at the party that's just like, yeah, man, it's all good. They're like, yeah, but they're out of beer. That's fine. I'll drink vodka. Oh, they don't have vodka. Oh, that's fine, man. I don't need to drink anything. I could just stand here. That's kind of me right now. Nah, Nefaria was nonsense in this one, Luke. I tried him earlier. He was nonsense. Hey, what's up, Canuck? Yeah, dude, appreciate being here, man. I log into Prime every once in a while, and I'm always a little bit like, "Is today the day I've been kept?" Iron. Okay, I'll try Ironhide one more. Let me do this one more time, man. I want to use Carolina. Kabam won't let me pull the dupe. So I can't take it to rank 4. Let me see why am I getting. Oh, the walls are closing in. That doesn't seem good. Okay, let's try it one more time. Gladiator prevents all his armors and makes him go down. You must have a relatively high sig, huh? I also can't tell if it's because of what? Okay. Last time, I swear to God, I promise. I promise. I promise. Promise. This is the last one. I promise. I promise you all. I promise you all. Prime is Thank you very much, Kana. That's actually what I might do. When I thought it was like, I think I just want to play Prime right now and just kind of go through the story content with everyone. If I can get this done here, I'll give this one more shot with Caroline. If it doesn't work, I'll try Ironheart. Give it 2 shots, and then we'll go on to Prime. Um, Adam Warlock destroys this fight. Why is Adam Warlock so good for this fight? I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious. Love it. Thanks, Doc. God, that is the most annoying thing ever. And now I'm not in the sun. But aside from that, this is going swimmingly. Mm-hmm. Me and Kabam have very different ideas of what it means to be in the sunlight. See, like, why the placement of all of that made no sense to me. Like, at no point did I expect the duck to be pushed way back to then have Carolina put like no part of that interaction with the relic or the root I would have guessed at all. I need to do a marathon stream on Prime. Like, see, dude, that guy has streamed what, like 7 hours for the last like 5 days or something like that. That is crazy. That is dig. I would fall apart. Nefari doesn't look so bad now. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty funny. Yeah, Nefaria does Nefaria's not looking so bad. Oh, now you're just taunting me by try use Dark Phoenix. Now you're just now you're rage bait. Now you're rage bait. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. It ain't gonna work. You know I don't have Dark Phoenix. I do have a 6-star though, I think. All right, let's give it okay. Okay, I'm ready. It's all good, buddy. And we're laughing. We're having a good time. The best flyers, the best flyer is Drax. I do think of all the abilities in the game, I think I think you can tell I'm tired too. Of all the abilities in the game, I think Inexorable is my least favorite. I know for a lot of people it would be glancing, and I respect that. But for me, it is inexorable. I cannot stand it. Like I don't even like it on offense. When I use Serpent, it messes me up way more than it helps me. Um, Shoot. Well, that's obviously not good. I got too aggressive. Is it just yours? The tech class goaded? No, it's. I completely agree. I've been saying for a while. I feel that they are the best class in MCoC, and I mean it. I don't necessarily mean that they are the strongest class, or like I don't necessarily mean. I'm trying to think of how to explain this while trying not to die. Um, Maybe I should just focus on the fight instead. Like there, why? Like I guess that's just the relic, huh? That is something that's never really made sense to my little brain. I'm just gonna revive. I don't really care. Um, Tech, whatever. Oh, so many fun champs to play. Essentially, it's that. Like, I think one of the reasons Tech feels so good is this is gonna get deep, and that's fine. It's fun. That's what we're here for. Is I think Mutant. I understand Onslaught's tough. I'm not trying to say that Onslaught's like not a really tough defender. Okay, I struggled with Onslaught like quite a bit, especially when he first came into the game. Okay, and what I found though now is while I love using Bastion for him, I'm pretty okay using a variety of champions. Is I think Cosmic unfortunately is where Kabam put a lot of their like kind of magic defender sort of things, right? To follow that analogy. And so as a result, like it just feels weird. Some people love it and that's fine, but my personal taste is that Cosmic feels too like fabricated, and as a result some of Mystic does, and so I just haven't enjoyed that process at all. Where I've loved Tech and Mutant, I don't love Betsy Braddock, but I've just enjoyed them so much more. And like Tech does not have a champion that feels as overall shut down dominant of the mutant class as Mystic does with Cosmic. It just feels so much more natural and enjoyable to someone like me. I understand other people may disagree. You're right, Cosmic. Like, yeah, Luke, that's kind of like Tech does not have um I don't know how to say all this. Because I'm not attempting to be mean, okay? Just whatever I say, just realize I'm not attempting to be mean. I'm just a YouTuber commenting on the game. Like that feels very natural for someone to do. Um, Tech does not have like a champion that I would classify as like truly broken or OP. But they've got a lot of high quality champions that do really cool stuff that can handle a variety of nodes and defenders the Kabam often asks us to handle. But I don't think there's like, you know, just to show you, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just commenting on the game. So many people interpret what I'm saying as trying to be mean to someone, and I'm not. Is like there's no Spider Woman. I don't think there's anyone like Spider Woman in Tech. Like I don't even think Bastion. Yeah, you can't put Bastion there. I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know how to like on a I could do it on a spreadsheet like I show you guys, but there's still tech champions in the tier above all because on a relative basis, that's where they are, right? Like we want to be accurate with you all. Um who are the best tech champions? If you guys bear with me, like literally the video is coming out tomorrow. This is the video I was just editing. Kind of gives you an idea of what the brain's like by the time Friday this time rolls around. Um a lot of buttons to click. Like, listen, you guys know I love my broken champions, right? Okay. Spider-Man Peter Parker like just looks ridiculous for the cosmic champions that have come out in the last like year and a half. Like like Allison edits is showing him like the defender doesn't even get to throw a special at all. And he's still doing it with tremendous damage. It's not like she's playing him some tricky way and the fight takes like 5 minutes. It's more just like I don't know. I haven't gotten to play him. I haven't gotten to test him. Maybe he's more difficult to play than I realized, but it looks like she's just parrying and heavy. And so, like, Tech doesn't have that. Nico Minoru does take some skill. Like, she only gets to use her pre-fights once. Like, I get where Kabam went for like having the champions feel balanced. I think I do. But like my favorite mystics to play these days are Werewolf by Night and Kushala. And I think like Kushala has really high skill expression. I often don't get it perfectly right. Like I'll have like a mirror match against someone's Serpent and they'll beat me, you know? They'll beat me. I'll have a good score, they'll have a better score, right? They're just better at the game than I am, you know? Where then I go to like Tech, I'll use Spider Woman as the example of that in science. I think skill actually feels really good. I think skill feels really good. I think one more, two more science defenders. Maybe Bullseye and Modoc will do that. You know, maybe there'll be enough. We'll see where they feel as 7 stars. But I actually like, even though Okoye feels broken as hell, so maybe she's the too far. But like you know, with Rhino, he's reducing the ability accuracy of bleeds. If he was immune to bleeds, then she would still have a way to destroy him. But I think ultimately, eventually in that matchup, it's probably not going to work out so well because he's going to get his unstoppables. Crossbones is pretty OP. Lumatrix is a phenomenal champion. Kingpin might feel broken. And let me get to like here, just to show you how much I'm not trying to be mean. I was talking to the Illuminati about this recently. I asked him, I was like, does Jean Grey actually feel broken to anyone? And there was a variety of answers. And this is about me. It's not about betraying confidences. I was like, to me, she actually doesn't. She just feels so well like put together. She doesn't feel like she's got too much utility. She doesn't feel like she's got too much damage to me. Like she just feels just Like, this is about as good as a champion should be in MCoC. And I think she's a little tanky, to be honest. Like, I think they should have upped her attributes of defender, but I actually like fighting her. I think she's a fun challenge. I enjoyed putting together my video on how to defeat Jean Grey. Like, she does not feel nearly as broken to me as Onslaught or Mr. Sinister do in different scenarios, but I think Jean's just as good in MCoC as them. Okay, yeah, Liam probably just said in one sentence what I've taken about 10 minutes to say, but I enjoy doing this. You guys know that. Hey, Liam, thanks for being here, buddy. Tech doesn't have any champs that are unhealthy for the game. People are pointing out Ghost, like Justin's pointing out Ghost. Ghost is probably that way, but yeah, ultimately Liam's saying what what I'm attempting to say or saying is that I think for the kind of card strategy game that MCoC often wants to be, I think I think that Tech doesn't have any champions that feel unhealthy. Yeah, that's a really good word for it. I'm trying to be to sound positive because I'm aware that a lot of people feel I've been overly negative lately. That's not my intention to be that way. I know word choice, and some of that's my fault. I'm not trying to blame other people. I just trying to be clear. I'm not attempting to be mean to anyone. I prefer the Maker. That's a great example. Like, I also think Tech has a ton of champions that, like, I didn't enjoy playing the Maker. I really didn't. And I was in the CCP at the time, and I got to test and was like, this is a cool champion. This is a very good champion. They're very current, right? But I did not enjoy the play style. And then we've got like Grass out there showing Maker taking all these champions, battlegrounds, playing in high tier, having a great time. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I I don't think I'm gonna end up enjoying it, but I also think this is the other thing, and I think this goes back to I'm gonna keep using Liam's term because that way, if anyone gets mad at me and is like, "Why are you being so mean, Vega? Why are you being such a jerk?" I can be like, "It wasn't me. It was Liam. Can't get mad at Liam. Like, are you gonna get mad at the champ? Right? You can't do that." Is in these other classes like Mystic or I think and I feel like it's really Mystic, honestly, guys. To be honest, is if you're trying to play at even a semi-competitive level, like my alliance upside, I consider us competitive. I don't. We're not tier one, but I feel like we're playing pretty competitively. It's a lot of really good players. If you don't have Serpent or you don't have some of these champions, you're going to feel it when we're looking at our fights and our defense. But I don't feel like I miss not having the Maker. I don't even know if anyone in my BG has a high tier Maker. I have no clue. But we do great without him. And I feel like in some of these other classes, to kind of point at it, it feels like they're essential. So yeah, that was cool. That was a good call. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Phantom Man, that's a good one, Justin. I do think. Thanks. I knew there was someone. Future Ant Man is the one tech champion, but I think because he doesn't really have like the RP he doesn't really have the RPG asks that shut down Mutant. He's really like I think to use the terms like I think it's cool. I think it's interesting how the MCoC community in the last like 3 years, we all talk like we're champion designers now. We'll be like, well, I really think they're a bit overtuned in the it's just like the inner synergy of their abilities. We're like, okay. We're like 5 years ago, we're like, I don't know, they feel pretty great. But the RPG like abilities of future Ant-Man aren't necessarily what the mutant class is asking. Like Bastion has, I think, more RPG counters built into the kit or direct ones to the mutant class than Future Ant-Man does. But Future Ant-Man feels like I think the term is overtuned. Like the burst damage he gets off of the SB2 while simultaneously not allowing the defender throw a special is huge. And that kind of again, I like Pavita Pravarkar. If my challengers vote to end the boycott, I'll get that. There's a part of me that's like, I've been having a lot of fun lately. I think the community team's doing a phenomenal job. That was one of my biggest issues. I'm hoping maybe in January sometime we end the boycott so I can buy that battle pass and get Pavita. We'll see. There's a lot of time between now and then. But Pavita Pravarkar has the ability to make the defender not throw a special and also all these RPG abilities that shut down the class. And I personally just don't enjoy that. I just don't enjoy it. Weekend is quite outdated. So that let me find something to do in game so I'm playing somewhere and then because I'm enjoying this conversation. I enjoy these conversations with you guys. What am I doing? I think I got side quests to do. What's this? We'll just kind of mindlessly do side quests a little bit here. And enjoy this conversation because I think it's fun. And to be honest, like as a YouTuber who's very interested in their viewers and giving advice and talking with you all, it's really good for me to hear what you guys think and are actually enjoying. Um, just want to make sure there's nothing like totally crazy where we get. I don't mind using a revive or a potion or whatever. That's fine, but I don't want to just like muck into something here. Okay. What was the statement there? Hey, what's up, Ice? How you doing, bud? Ice Tweet. Calder, I agree with that. I feel like the fabricated feel that these champions have comes from the fact that some of them are designed to counter one specific character and haven't been designed with the whole game in mind. I really agree with that. Like that's my complaint on Gentle. But here's the thing, and this is where I try to have not compassion for Kabam, but like try to understand a little bit, maybe is the right word. Is I know incredibly smart players who love Gentle. Like and they're extremely smart players. They know a ton about the game. They use Gentle for a variety of things, and so like they're not wrong. It's um, just different enjoyments, I guess. Didn't mean to do that. Don't make the boycott. Don't basically don't let the boycott in the way of having fun. I mean, here's the thing, Canuck is you guys know, Maddie, what's up, dude? You guys know me. Like, I'm being serious. Um, I mean, ultimately, it's my channel, so like, and I did leave carve outs for in case, like, what if my channel members are like, "Die, we hate the game," Like, that's not my goal here, obviously. But I told you guys what I was gonna do, and I mean it. And I actually am having a lot of fun playing this game right now without spending. I truly mean that. And I guess I've accepted, I'm not sure what the right word was, because it's not like I fought it, that like as a YouTuber with a platform on this channel, that Kabam has made it clear, like multiple employees have made it clear, like, look, dude, like you have influence, like, right? Um, I don't know. I feel like I'm not taking credit for it. I've gotten to talk to both of our major community managers quite a bit in the last week. And I am of the opinion um, that they really are trying and that they are really trying to work with and for the community. And that goes so far for me. That goes so outrageously far. Maybe it's just my age showing, but I'm like, respect for the community it's been when you guys have seen me get upset in the past, it was that. When you guys have seen me leave the CCP in the past, it was that. Um, And so, like, no joke. And a lot of people have seen the video. Dave's video where he apologized. I mean, there were people who were like, uh, I'm not they I guess they're not a fan of Dave. They have their own reasons. And they were like, I've never seen Kabam do that before. Um, and that's true, that one hit me, man. That one hit me. And that caused me to make some phone calls and have some conversations. Uh, yeah. Screw it. Come on, dude, throw it. I wasn't supposed to get clapped. Uh, Vital. Vitali Kid, what's up, dude? Old eyes, have trouble reading it. Said your name right? Hey, good, I'm glad. Um, Justin only saying facts. Take fan out of a mutant only matchup vacuum, and he's the best tech. I don't enjoy the class champ specific counter meta anymore. I think a lot of people aren't. I started calling it out quite a few months ago. There was a lot of reasons why I didn't like the Dark Phoenix. It wasn't just the way they sold her and the way they went about it. It was also like, honestly, you can go back and look at my channel. I was already calling out the Defender cadence back then. I pay a lot of attention to the game. I'm not the best player, but I paid a lot of attention to what's going on. And that just that I yeah, we're on the same page. I think most people don't. You know, if you want to take like a very charitable kabam stance on it, you could say that they were trying hard to do what they thought high tier battlegrounds players wanted. Because there was a lot of complaining in some high tier battleground circles, not all, some, that fights had become too repetitive. It was the same like defenders over and over and over, and they were looking for not only a new challenge for themselves to face, but for ways to defeat their opponents, right? That it had just become did my phone like reset to 60 or to 30? This feels weird. Anyways, I'm probably just playing badly. And so if you want to take a very charitable view on it from Kabam, which I don't think is what happened, you could say that they were doing what they thought high tier battlegrounds players wanted. I don't think that's what it was. I think they were trying, as they evolved the game, I think they were trying to make it into more of a card game. I think that sounded like they thought something they would enjoy, or players would enjoy, and it obviously backfired. It obviously backfired. Yeah, something I'm not playing great either. I'm not but if my phone is reset to 30, I won't be shocked. Um, what's the last movie to make me cry? Um, okay, so in all seriousness, we were talking about it earlier, and again, I've already freaking Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. Yeah. I'll admit I wasn't crying like a baby, like it wasn't like the full on ugly cry, but there was definitely tears to the point where I was like, I'm not yeah, okay. It felt really janky. Oh, now my screen won't scroll up. I think we got it. I can't scroll up to change it. But yeah, Thunderbolts. There's a lot in there, man. That was an intense movie. I thought Thunderbolts was great. I think it's one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen. That's the fun irony is why it came up earlier, as I was saying, is I don't enjoy like rewatching it. Maybe if I sat down to like really like focus in on a movie, I would, but it's like a casual rewatch, like something on that I'm like, I'm paying attention to, whatever. I prefer more of like an action, just kind of whatever movie, I guess. But yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. Yeah, this feels so much better already. Is that Sammy? I think I saw Sammy's logo. What's up, dude? Way better than expected. That's great to hear. Yeah, so Lance, going back in the stream a little bit, it kind of came up from a viewer, like the best female, I think it was like best female superhero lead in a movie, and they were saying Invisible Woman, and I did like Invisible Woman, don't get me wrong, but I was like, no, that doesn't sound right to me, or like it doesn't fit my opinion well. And I was like, wait, it was literally the Marvel movie right before. Yelena was just like, I thought she was incredible. I'm in a horror movie class. I liked some of the movies, but would not rewatch any of them. Yeah, I get that. I think there's a certain, I don't know. Yeah. Have I watched anime before? I think the anime I've watched would probably be stuff you wouldn't like consider true anime. Like I haven't seen like One Piece or any of them. Like anything I've seen is going to be super pop culture or skewed towards a younger audience. One of my kids is I wouldn't even say she's really into anime. She actually likes art. She's an incredible artist, and so she draws a lot of anime. I guess at that point you call it manga, right? So she does a lot of that and like the chibis or chibis. I don't know, one of the two. Um, I actually want her to start doing art for my channel, but she feels she's not quite ready for it. I can't rewatch movies or TV shows, so I think I fall into that one a little bit too, Sammy. Like, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies. A lot of my like, you guys see most of my a lot of my free time. You guys see it because of this here. Um, and so as a result, there's not a lot. But my wife and I will watch something like at night on the weekends, or like tonight. I'm hoping to finish off Frankenstein. We watched the first half of it last weekend, and so I'm hoping to watch the second half of it this weekend. I really enjoyed the first half. I thought it was really cool. Dragon Ball Z or Super is the only anime. Yeah, so like I'm aware of both of those, but I've never seen either. And like, would you guys consider Pokemon anime? I don't like. I, or is that like kind of too basic or something? You know? Uh oh, did the node change and I don't realize it, or it's just always been the node? Nah, that didn't come off weird at all. One of them is I can say their ages. I think that's fine. One of them is 15, and the other one is 10. I looked up and read the chat at the wrong time, but that's fine. I like I said, I don't. That's fine. I'd rather just hang out with you guys today. Um, Pokemon is an anime. Okay, so I've watched a lot of Pokemon, a lot, a lot of Pokemon. Um, yeah. So reading back in the chat to see what you guys are saying. I have a question though, right? So we all agree that Thunderbolts was great. Then why didn't it do better in the theater? Um, I don't have a strong theory on that because I thought it was good, and I also thought that it was I thought it was a movie that you didn't have to be a superhero movie fan to go see. So I'm curious if you guys have theories on it. And not only because I like the movies, but I think obviously because I cover the game and I just enjoy them. I want to see Marvel do well because I want them to keep making the movies. You think there is a Marvel fatigue? Some have Marvel fatigue because of how bad some of the recent ones have been. It could be as simple as that. Like momentum just swung the other way. Pokemon is one of the first anime people watched in the West when they were younger. I mean, that makes tremendous sense. When we were in Japan, we did a bunch of like just tours and you know, uh, I don't know, experiences. I'm not sure what the right term would be for it. And we actually got to voice act in an anime. That was really fun. It was really, really fun. There was a couple of professional like voice actors there who kind of talked us through with us, and it was all like in Japanese, so we had no idea what we were saying. I mean, they told us what we were saying, but we don't. None of us speak Japanese, and so that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I was like some big bull that got like pissed off and turned into like a demon. Moviegoers are stubborn. I mean, there really could be some of that. It could just be as simple as momentum. You know, Marvel should have good momentum now. At least I'd like to think so. But if Avengers Doomsday doesn't crush it, we might have problems. Because that's about as big of a movie, right? Storylines, characters, that, and um, you know, they need to get momentum going positively. Two is cost kind of insane for Family Four. There's some huge truth in that. What's up, Beat? How you doing, bud? There's also some truth to that, right? Like, yeah, I'm hoping to go see the second Wicked this weekend. I hope it's good. Please do not tell me anything about it. I've never seen the musical. Usually we even like musicals, but we watched it the other day, and I had the subtitles on, which I think helped because I could understand what they're saying in the songs, and had a really good time. So I'm excited to see that. But it's at least half an Odin. It's at least half an Odin. What are our thoughts on Silver Samurai? I think a good champion, a little. So this is kind of goes back to early in the conversation. At the moment, he feels a little too tuned towards Yelena. Right? Yeah, Yelena. I'm sure there will be, like, I hope anyways, there'll be nodes and other things he can do. I think it was at Heisig. He seemed to be like quite a bit of a nuke in Battlegrounds. Very cool champion. Like, I'll want to pull him. William of the Illuminati, he's in GT40, is a pretty big Silver Samurai fan. I don't know if he uses him in war though. That I don't know. Let's go for it. Think he can do it? Yeah, looks like he can. I don't see a lot of hype for Doomsday. I mean, it's not still coming out to like the middle of next year, right? Like, there's a lot of time. I think there's a lot of time, but I do hear what you're saying. Like, I feel like the excitement I see for it is like here. You know, it's not like driving around town or something like that, or it's not coming up in my conversations with my friends who aren't Marvel fans, you know, to begin with. Yeah, I think it's not till later in 2026. I don't think it's like a spring movie or anything like that. Maybe it's a summer movie. Dude, Silver Samurai looks cool as hell. Like, Mr. Knight is one of the coolest looking characters out there, in my opinion, and Silver Samurai still looks cooler. That, and they came out in the same month. I was like, okay, all right. Yeah, when the trailer for Doomsday hits, I think people are going to be really pumped up. That might be part of it too. Is I think there's still just so much like uncertainty surrounding it in general. You know, so many people are understandably not even sure, like, what's Robert Downey Jr. doing? Why is this happening? Um, it does feel like people aren't as sure that they should be upset by it though, which I think is a good sign. I enjoyed the new Superman movie, but I do think he was too good in the movie. Can you explain to me what too good is? I think what you mean is like too. And I'm not saying you use the wrong words. I just want to make sure I understand what you're saying. is like he was too nice, too forgiving, too gentle, that sort of thing. Like not enough extract revenge or harm the villains. Also, because Phase 4 hasn't done well, it doesn't speak well. But it feels like they're trying to just almost be like like it almost feels like they're acting like some of it didn't happen. Like what happened to Shang-Chi and that whole storyline? Where is that? Like, is that's still part of the MCU, right? I mean, I think we know that they're like, how are they gonna tie all that in? Like, I understand like the actual actor, the various things with Kang, but it's like they know that they did to a very successful TV show and a pretty terrible movie that like Kang was a big deal in, right? Like it's I think it's a hard ask for to ask your viewers to just be like, just pretend that never happened. You know, like they got away with it when they changed Rhodey, right? And they even dressed it with like a joke, but that was early on. That was like an actor replacement. It wasn't like the character no longer existed. So they've got their work cut out for them. I think we can all agree on that. Dread, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Have him be the Thanos from the comics when he got in Purdue. You're talking about Kang. So I watch it's called, I think, like Screen Crush. I think it's called Screen Crush. I don't know. There's a couple screen things out there. I watch them sometimes, like if I just want to or whatever. They do something I think looks interesting. And I used to watch New Rock Stars, but they kept spoiling shit for me. So I like unsubscribed and like I get it. Like I'm the problem, not them. But like they are part of why I was like, I need to see the movie like the night it comes out. Like if there's like a midnight showing or a 10 o'clock showing here in the city in San Francisco, I'll see it, even though it doesn't like technically fully come out till tomorrow. Because like New rock stars would be like ending explained, and then in the photo they're like showing you how it ends, and I was like, I but I don't. Could you like? I didn't people who saw the ending know how it ends. They don't need the thumbnail to show how it ends. All you're doing is spoiling the ending for people who haven't seen it yet. Like it actually is surprising to me that they've done so outrageously well, given that they have spoiled so many movies for people. Like I don't I that one like blows my mind where I'm like, and I'm purposely not saying it in case anyone hasn't seen like Fantastic Four, but like they literally show a photo of like the thing, and I'm like, oh, I guess this is gonna happen. Okay. So while the big climax scene is happening, and I'm like, I wonder when, oh, there it is. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, cool. Here's how the thing happens that's supposed to be surprising. Wow, that was interesting. Thanks, new rock stars. Like it was just I don't know, whatever. I find them funny though. They're very good at what they do. I just if they would listen to that, well, a little bit of feedback for me. They're probably like 4 million subscribers, bro. How many do you have? you know? I'd be like, I got like 28K. I got 28K. See, I got too busy telling my jokes and talking. Funny man. Now I'm not throwing. So I totally forgot what the node was. Got too much wrapped it in my jokes. Faith Force feels like what DC did the first attempt at DC. I actually liked I actually I actually liked the first Wonder Woman. I don't know if I liked a DC movie. I don't even think I watched them. Like I yeah. But this new Superman has me pumped up on DC, man. I thought new Superman was phenomenal. I thought new Superman was phenomenal. Um the downside of movie fans is they can't make things. Yeah, I think on some level, NBK, as a Marvel fan who wants to like Marvel, I think I'm just gonna have to let go of some storylines. Just be like, it's okay. Like, not everything has to have a bow put on it. I'll live. Just enjoy the movie that was made, not the story that I wish, had been told. This is not fun. Oh, great. What is going on? You know what? I think I already died. I decided I wanted to restart my phone. Um New Superman movie was a character revival. I'm treating it like it was just new. Because I think you're right. I think that's what they wanted. That's what it felt like they wanted. Like even when they turning into Dave, what like telling jokes and forgetting what I'm doing? Maybe. I'll take that as a compliment. uh it felt like the New Superman movie, like even the way they started it, they're just like, these are metahumans. This is the world. Here's the movie. And like it just started. I really actually enjoyed that. I don't know. Like I'm open to, character development, all that stuff. And I think he did actually go, I think his character did develop. And I thought they set up the world really, really well. So yeah. The first Wonder Woman was really good. Thanks, Crazy Canuck. I actually really liked it. I saw the second one and it made me scared to go back and watch the first one because I was like, was the first one not that good? And I just totally romanticized it because it felt like it was good, but man, the second one is bad. The second one was bad. The notice me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, what's happening is I'm just enjoying talking with you guys, and so I'm forgetting. I'm basically forgetting what's going on in the game. But I do appreciate it. Thank you. Like right there, I decided to look up at the chat, and so um, that's usually how these Friday streams are. Wow, she was pissed. Um, yeah, this Captain Marvel's angry, man. She's really angry. So I need to watch the am I allowed to I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word on YouTube. I've heard bad things about it. I'm sure you could say it. It's not like YouTube's watching my channel to see if I say that word. But the S Squad, I have heard that and I do think at some point I will watch it. In fact, I think I read that DC is going to consider that part of their like new universe. Like the movie was good enough where they're going to continue it on, right? It's not you I got tripped to. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks for thank you. I appreciate it. I always think even though I do stream and I do obviously YouTube, I will say I find it a little bit funny when someone's struggling in a fight like I was like with what she will not throw like she's like an angry gal. But like how I was struggling and oh that's right. He has a mechanic that makes them aggressive, doesn't he? That's on me. Oh my god, I'm gonna item out to Captain Marvel. What is going on? I'm saying a bunch of different things at once. Okay, I got to focus in. Time to lock in on the fight, and then I don't want to item out to Captain Marvel. The James Gunn S Squad movie was awesome. Oh, so there was multiple of them, wasn't there? I thought there was two. 1,000,000 7-star open coming soon. Thank you very much for the donation. Is that on your channel? Chi Jorns? Let us know, bud. That's awesome. Congratulations. I hope it goes really well. You're gonna get a lot of ascension shards. Let me put that up on the board for you, dude. Oh, John Erds. Yeah. What's up, bud? Good luck. Congratulations. Did I bail out? No, 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 no. I told everyone that I would not spend. The earliest I would consider it was after Cyber Weekend sale, and I told you guys I wouldn't do it. I laid out my thing, so no, no part of me was. I actually am having fun, despite what this Captain Marvel is doing to me. This basically know this Captain Marvel. I am actually enjoying it. So, okay, let me try to not die to Captain Marvel. This is weird. I'm like scared to even try to intercept her. We didn't die, guys. We did it. We did it. Oh, the 2016. This is back to the S Squad movie. Thank you. Was awful. Okay, so it's the second one. That saved. That'd be bad because I could see. I actually thought it was the first one that was supposed to be good. What you're saying makes a lot more sense. Hold on. My wife is messaging me, and I'm realizing that I think I had said I would do something right now. Okay, cool. Now we're good. We can go for a little bit longer. Um. Oh, Elton Young, what's up, dude? Thanks for being here, bud. I'm familiar with you. You must be on just like a different YouTube account, or sometimes like I've had. There's a couple other people like Brennan in my alliance does this. Sometimes he shows up as like Hilgen Dwarf, and sometimes as Brennan. Blizzard, dude, I wasn't ignoring you, man. I didn't see you. What's going on, bud? This is exactly what I don't like about using Cyclops. You get cornered so easily. Yeah, I just you're right. You absolutely are correct. I also just wasn't focusing at all. I was mindlessly playing. So that's going to happen a little bit. But you're right. That is something that can happen with him. I want to like him. I want to like him so much more. And even despite my whole like, I'm enjoying playing the game for free, and I am. And like, I do I do. I'm not going to say I do. I actually do play tier 3 war, and I enjoy like not getting my teeth stomped in battlegrounds. And so ranking up those champions that can handle things a little bit better is nice. I just when Cyclops goes right, he's just so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I do enjoy him. So I don't know. It's a tough one for me. So no, what was the question, buddy? I apologize. Did I miss a question? Oh, are you guys talking? Crazy Canuck and Kanga Jenga. Did you? Oh, Kanga. They gave the special info about Lizard, but will hey, what's up, Kanga? Thanks for being here, bud. They gave the special info about Lizard, but will people who already claimed Pravita Pravarkar before this announcement still get Ascension materials, or only who claim? My understanding is that anyone who claimed him. I think the timeline, like from this moment forward, was for like your 7-star dupes and your Titan dupes. That was how I read it. That was my understanding of it. So if you've already claimed Paviter from the double track, I believe that you will get the Ascension materials when Ascension goes live. That's my understanding of it. I do think that they have a little bit, yeah, like what Eli's saying, that Paviter and Lizard already have it built in, basically. I let me know if that doesn't answer your question. Uh Sammy, I don't know if I heard you read that or if that's new that you were getting cooked. Someone else said they were getting cooked. Maybe it was no. Yeah, it was Crazy Canuck. Crazy Canuck, I think you're wrong, dude. If Sammy's still here, Sammy's in the CCP. He might know. I think it does apply to Lizard and Paviter. I think that they're like a special kind of exception, essentially. I actually did get clarification on Lizard. I appreciated it. Karate Mike answered some of my questions, and Lizard's like a special case in regard to the Titan. That's why they called him out specifically. Like in the future, like Pixie. That's right. We know Pixie's coming. If you pull Pixie from like a Valiant crystal, you'll get the Ascension materials. If you pull Pixie from a Titan, you will not, and that's how it'll be for those champions. They'll be capable of being ascended when you pull their Ascension materials, but you won't get the Ascension materials from a first time pull or second time pull from pulling them in the Titan. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. And they kind of explained it. And I was like, yeah, okay, it makes sense. I just don't know if I like it. Those are two different things. All right. Um, No, I don't think you're being slow at all. It is a little confusing. Like, if you saw my breaking news video on it, uh, I actually did stop in the middle of it, and I was like, "Hold on, I need to read this again." And that was what you guys were seeing was my second reading it through, and then I stopped, and I was like, "Wait, I need to really read this through again." I actually don't think they're. I saw a few people say that it felt like they were intending to be confusing. I actually don't think they were. Someone who tries to write things sometimes, especially like new mechanisms. It or not mechanisms is the right word. You guys know what I'm trying to say. It can be difficult. Um, I don't know why I thought Professor X had a passive stun. That makes no sense. I think it's just that it's a whole new mechanisms, right word. Let's go with mechanism. That sounds fun. And as I read it through more so that I could try to explain it to everyone, and I am working on a video. In fact, I would have put it out today, but Cyber Weekend was coming. And I was like, everyone's going to be all Cyber Weekend out, and just wanting to talk about that. Um, but basically, like my quote unquote concerns about Ascension and what I'm excited about. And like Kabam themselves said that they were going to look at feedback on it, right? So I don't feel like it's I don't think it's they're like I feel like they're almost asking for feedback and kind of go over it. Um I felt like I understood the process, the mechanism of ascension significantly better. There are some unanswered questions. My sense was, especially from reading the post again, and I this is part of what I really like about what Kabam's doing right now, is they're very clearly saying, like, to me, it feels clear we don't know every detail yet. That's part of why we can't give it to you. Please allow us the ability to work on this because it's not going live for like what 3 or 4 months. Please try to be reasonable with this as we work through it. But we're trying to tell you what's coming up so that you can make plans or know about the shards and all that stuff in the future. So I was like, hey, if you're gonna treat me that way, I'm gonna treat you that way back. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt on this. So that doesn't mean I'm certain that Ascension will be great. I have some concerns, but I'm gonna be reasonable about them. I'm going to try to be reasonable about them not being able to tell us everything. That's what I'm trying to say. Aubrey, what's up? No name share. Totally agree. What do you agree with? The way the max awards trigger, then you'll get them upon release. At what point would you recommend stop focus on balancing the amount of rank fours you rank up in each class? I mean, I don't know, man. You know what's interesting is Grass answered a question like that on stream today, and I just don't think I get asked that sort of question that much. And I'm wondering if that's like if that's a new thing that people are currently facing, so that's why it's coming up. I mean, the way they're doing the game, I honestly think that the game we're playing this time next year, it's gonna feel. Hopefully, it feels a lot better because hopefully AI 2.0 has gone in. But as far as like the modes and the way we approach things, I think it's gonna feel really different. It's clear that they're putting the incentives into collecting and ranking up a variety of champions. I'm sure there'll still be champions that are better than others. I'm sure that there will be nodes and fights where we'll want specific champions. But it feels like, and I actually kind of like this. If they over monetize anything, it's gonna suck, right? That's the default. That's just the thing. But if I've been listening to them, I've been trying to cover it for everyone, try to understand what they're doing so I can get information out. And there's been a lot of stuff like that lately with Fest and live streams and posts. Is a theme I'm constantly hearing is collect all these champions. What's it called? Like collectibles, or what's their term for like if you get 30 like the champions, and if everyone's like a science champion, then you're gonna get more science attack and all that. I can't think of what it's called. Like collectives. I think collectives like that's going to be based on getting and ranking all the champions. And so as a result, like let's say rank fives come in banquet. If you're a super competitive player, you're probably going to want some rank fives. But if you're not, it might be really smart to focus on your rank fours and just build up that broad base, especially because we don't know what tower assault's going to look like. One of the possible ways to read that is like you're going to want a ton of defenders, right? And so this is why, like, here, I'm actually going to put the phone down for a second. Is um and I really like them. Like they're I think they think a lot and they make comments on YouTube. And I get it. You know, sometimes everyone gets upset sometimes. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. And one of the things they were kind of criticizing my Ascension video on was like, you're kind of like playing into the fans' hands. This whole like, well, no champions will be good forever. And like, that's not technically what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I think like these banquet champions that are coming in the box and the realm event, if I could somehow get Kingpin with I don't have a lot of units, but somehow this miracle happens, I'm going to rank him up as high as I possibly can. I'm not going to focus on Ascension, possibly making other champions have a higher level of Ascension because I think Kingpin is that strong and I'm going to get a lot of use out of him for the next 3 months to maybe 2 years. I don't know. Kabam's going to ultimately decide that, but I have no idea. And so, like, I'm still going to try to tell you guys, like, what we think is happening, what's going on, do a little prognosticating. But a lot of it's going to be like, here's what's happening now. And I know I understand that a lot of people don't want to play the game that way. But the more I've the more I've started playing the game that way and not spending has helped me focus in on that, the more I've enjoyed, the more I've just been like, huh, that's what Kabam did. That's interesting. Let's see if I enjoy it. Yeah, that's and that's that. It's all about RNG. I think that's a good way to do it, especially if you think about it like literally and figuratively. Like if you think about it literally as in like the crystals and all of that, right? I think there is some strong truth to it. Oh, she's got an armor up. What am I doing? Whatever, we'll be fine. And then I think there's the figurative idea of it being like we can't like I think when Caban's being unfair, I think they're being like anti-player. You guys know me. I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say it, right? I've been big on like player respect, all of that stuff. That's never going to go away. But it is their game, you know? And so like stuff like the magic box defenders with the magic key attackers. We've told them pretty loud and clear we don't like it. They did it, they kept doing it, they did it all year. I think we're hoping that they're gonna stop, you know? Like, but ultimately it's their game. Like a while ago, oh, I don't remember when. I think it was Zola. When Zola came to the game, people were like, "Should I rank up my Zola?" And I was like, "If I pulled a one of these new 5/5 defenders, I would take them as high as I possibly could or wanted to now." The reason being is they're only going to plateau in their defender value or get worse because the pattern we're seeing is Kabam's going to put out answers, and sure enough, we got Full Obsidian and Phoenix and Dark Phoenix and you know whatever, right? Like that happened. We got Dark Phoenix, and literally the next month we got Nico Minoru, and so that once I saw that I was like, one, oh my god, and two, okay, viewers, here's what's happening. I'm reporting to you what's happening. What I would do in those scenarios is, and that's why I have a rank 4 Arnim Zola. I don't really know how to play him very well. I see he's powerful. I see he's good. I enjoy other tech champions more. So I put my time into that. And I took him to rank 4 though, because I was like, well, it's clear what Kabam's doing. So I am just going to I'm going to take advantage of his power level as soon as I possibly can, which is now. He's only going to get less powerful, you know? Like they're not going to buff him and make him a better defender. Oh yeah. Oh, she was in the hunt. Mean Jabari. Why are you being so mean, dude? Hey, Allison Edis, what's up, dude? I didn't spend either, right? No, no, come on. You think I can go back on my Allison? I'm going to interpret that as you just giving me a chance to remind everyone that I said I wasn't going to spend and that I did. Not that you actually thought it. We can't make decisions what may or may not happen. Exactly right, Ethan. I enjoy that. I enjoy prognosticating. I enjoy the hell out. I enjoy predicting. I enjoyed that. Like I thought Nameless were coming. Turns out I was so wrong. We're getting something called Reforged. I think they sound amazing. I love all of that, and I will continue to quote unquote like predict. But when I actually am like giving advice and stuff, yeah, it's going to be based on like, here's what's happening, not you know some sort of prognostication. How does Archangel hold up? Let's find out. Based Allison. Yeah, I'm a big Allison fan. You bought a PlayStation 5 today instead of deals? Best decision ever. I agree, my friend. I agree. I hope you have a lot of fun. You better keep putting out MCoC videos, though. You go having too much fun with that PlayStation. I'm going to go over and break it. Just want you to know. Just want you to know that, Allison. So it turns out 6-star Archangel is still good. Might be a week off it. Okay, if it's more than 7 days, that PlayStation will be broken by me. These champions appreciate faster than a brand new car. As soon as you drive it off the lot, it loses 50% of its value. That's like the urban legend on those things, right? I mean, they do actually lose quite a bit of value the second you drive off the lot. I don't know if it's 50%. Lance, because of where my skill level is, like when I'm really concentrating, I'm pretty good. Like I'm nowhere near your typical celestial player. That's fine, right? I know the game, but like all the spacing and the dexes and all that, I obviously I don't, right? I have found that by far the best route for me to go is the dual threat, the dual threats, right? When I was playing Battlegrounds a lot, like pure defenders, I could use them well, but I was playing so much Battlegrounds. I was like, I just don't want to play the game this way anymore. Like I don't want to. I spend too much time playing just one mode. It influences my thinking more than I want it to. There's too much RNG. I get frustrated. And I can still play it a significant less, and I feel really good about putting out the BG's tier list. So that, as my channel became more of a priority, and I noticed that shift as well. That because I wasn't getting the defenders immediately because I don't open like Valiants or stuff like that, in general, I was way better off doing dual threats and using that flexibility of that they provide to allow me to just win more than I lose, or to just kind of have a good time and be some pretty, relatively competitive in a way that's healthy for me. They were so much better for me than trying to get and obtain and rank up the big defenders right away. So yeah, I feel very similarly. Appears as though I haven't ranked up enough of my mutants. Buddy Lee, is Buddy here? Hey, Buddy, what's up, dude? Buddy, I have your I've enjoyed your cooking channel so much that I have it actually set up with the bot on my Discord to share out. So it's a new Discord. I it's a long story that we had to get into, but I rebuilt a new one recently. I didn't even build it actually, but I opened it up. It's got my name on it, and I think there's like 400 people or something in there. So hopefully some more people get some eyes on those videos. They've been really good, dude. I will also say too is you're such a part of my MCoC timeline, let's call it, that I think there might even a little bit of just like hearing your voice and like it just brings like positive nostalgic feelings. It's really, really cool. I really enjoy it. I hope you keep it up. The best champs are ones like Carolina, Dazzler, Spiral, Scream, Sparky that are versatile, strong attackers and have one or two tricky things to watch out for on defense. Yeah. I mean, you just named a bunch of champions I love. So sounds like we could get a beer and have a good time. They don't all need to have a defensive value either, Allison. I think a lot of this is like for people who are trying to play Battlegrounds at a pretty competitive level, but like we're not Liam, basically. We're not Barrow Man. We're not of that level sort of thing. It's been forever since I've played my Nightcrawler. He's just like 5-hit combo special too, right? This is gonna be really fun with glancing. Mhm. I've been so scared to intercept because of this node, but it's really boring to just sit here and 5-hit combo over and over. It's more fun to run into the special one and die. Mm. Slow doesn't apply to class advantage. Yeah, slow doesn't work with class disadvantage. That's correct. Yeah, you got it, buddy. I do hear that. And for anyone who hasn't seen them, they are really cool. Watch his channel. It's called Buddy Cooks. I don't typically watch cooking videos, so I don't know what's typical, but I find Buddies incredibly enjoyable because they feel practical. Like I feel like, oh, okay, this is definitely outside of what I normally do, but I feel like I could do this. Like you're naming the ingredients, and I'm like, where do I buy that? I don't even know what the hell that is. And I think they move at a good pace where I can feel like I know what you're talking about. Like I don't have to like rewind it a bunch of times or anything like that. I just think they're really good. I'm not BSing you. All right, gotta switch the stance. Little accidental striker action. Keep it fun. And we're done. I love all the people being positive to you, Allison, in the chat. My sense is they actually watch your channel, and I think they get you. R3 White Tiger. I'm debating between her Chavez and Nico for R3 4 gem. Is the Nico awakened blood sausage? I love White Tiger. She like I think just it's gonna everyone's gonna think I'm just trying to harp on uh on the cosmic mystics. I'm not. It's just been happening for a very long time and it's just really annoying. But like White Tiger was such a great mystic. She still is. She's an incredibly fun champion to play. But like what they did with Cosmic, she could still like hang in. She can take quite a few of the really tough ones. She was one of my favorite champions to use for Serpent. And then Nico came out. And then it was like, I know I still could use White Tiger, but like, I mean, I see Nico. I see what's there. That's like, it'd be like, it's like if, someone gifted you a car and you're like, but I used to really like walking, but shoot, I could get 5 miles away so much faster in the car. Do I Do I pay the price because I enjoy walking, or do I just get into the car? Like that's how extreme it felt to me. So I don't know. Teach their own. White Tiger is insane. Yeah. Okay. So Allison said something very similar. White Tiger's such a great, fun champion. You know what's really funny about her? Again, I was genuine when I said that I would look into the attributes and help Kabam out with them and just like updating them and providing mine and the Illuminati's like thoughts. Like they didn't have to do what we said, it just was offering to help. And White Tiger, I think, is a 4 on defender attributes. I remember being like, wait, hold on a second. That can't be right. In fact, I have to pull it up. So I want, because I don't want to tell you guys something that's wrong. Let's see here. White Tiger attributes. No, she's only a 3.5. She's a 3.5, which is, I believe, the same as as Jean Grey. No, Jean Grey is actually only a 3. uh, so I, yeah. Yeah. Uh what I assume they were what I assume they were doing there is she has like a massive power gain if you have her her awakened ability high. It's like when either champion gets like 20% health, she gains like a crap ton of power. I assume that was meant to be like a defensive threat. And not that it couldn't be, but yeah. Let's see here. The fighter takes 6% less damage while the attacker has no buffs applied to them. For each buff the attacker is active, this damage. So we need buffs, I guess. Yeah, okay. Whatever happened to buffed up? Whatever. Both the attacking and defender strikers have 20% chance to apply incinerate. If the defender is struck by a heavy attack, a timer starts for 4 seconds. Okay. When the attacker gains a bar of power, a 15-second timer starts. If the timer expires. What is this? Is this Carolina? Basically, is that what's going on? Carolina? Okay. Yeah, I'm not looking to think today. This isn't a try to show off cool unique champion things. This is, I want to not think. Ooh, I could use Phoenix though, as he said, as I hear myself saying I don't. I just want to not think. Phoenix would work for this completely, right? Or is she has its very debuffs, I think. Hi, what's up, Egg? How you doing, bud? Uh, what's the question about Photon? The answer is almost always Photon. If Photon's involved in the question of who to rank up, the answer is almost always Photon. She's so good. Seaton got to Mount in 4 days plus a couple hours. This is true. Oh man, easy. We just spitting facts. The human head, the human head weighs 8 pounds. The Photon's unawakened. No wait, Carolina's what's going on here? There's the passives. Oh yeah, this goes way back into the stream. You're right. It's if Carolina's in the sun, the defender doesn't need to be. You got to go back like an hour for the relevance of that one. I still got it wrong. I speaking of like OP champions, I would rank for Carolina. I think she's incredibly fun to play. And as someone who's like kind of talks some crap on the OP champions that just shut down things, you know what? I think if Kabam came to me and said that they were going to put a model of me into a video game into the game, I would make me OP as hell too. I can't blame Honeydew for this one. Like it literally looks exactly like her. All right. Yeah, what's up, Adam? Thanks for being here, bud. How you doing? Uh, Tiger. Um, I don't know, new. These are the questions we ask ourselves. She's one of my favorite champs ever. One of the favorite R4s. Are you talking about Carolina here? She's awesome, dude. Captain Britain is also beast. Just what were we saying? The photon? Ah, I should go, y'all. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys. Thanks a lot for showing up and just making the end of a Friday really, really fun. This is a great time. Hope you guys are having a lot of fun with the cyber weekend. If I was not boycotting, I would definitely have purchased in it. The deals looked pretty good. It looked like a substantial amount, and then you're going to get all those units. I've seen a lot of people say like they're not going to use the units; they're going to save them for banquet. That sounds really really smart to me. Myself and Maddie MCoC did analysis of the unit deals. He actually did a lot of them. He did a tier list for him. We got that video out. So take a look at them. I think they're pretty good. If I had a ton more units, I probably would have looked at them more seriously myself. But I just have so few, and I would like to try to get Kingpin, but I think I'm hoping on a prayer and a miracle there. I'm not going to have enough, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. The game moves on. Kingpin will eventually come. I will live. So, people chat. What's up, dude? Thanks for being here, bud. Yeah, have a great night, everyone. Not spending. Going to go for banquet. The cyber weekend tends to have the better guaranteed assets. Banquet's fun, like it's up to you. It's a game. It's supposed to be fun. Anyways, have a great night, everybody. Thank you very much for the generous donation, El Chino. Good luck with that opening. It's a million 7-star charge, I think it was. That's crazy. That's crazy. Get out of here with that. That's nonsense. Have a great one, everybody. Take care. I'll talk to you all really soon.